play this audio.
Being ran, yes. I like gangbangs. I like being manhandled by several different men at once. If you want to call it being ran, you call it whatever the fuck you want. I'm sexually liberated. And I'm a goddess, and I deserve to have hands all over my body. Right. I deserve to be worshipped. Like, why not? I deserve that attention.
All right, all right, man. Let me go ahead. Add y'all. Okay, so all right, babe. So what are your thoughts? What are your initial thoughts on that audio, man? Does she make you feel empowered?
No, no, but
How do you feel?
there was a lot of controversy earlier about the supporting of her theory and stuff like that. I just feel like I let people do what they do because at the end of the day, people are going to do what they want to do. I don't encourage it, but I don't judge people or bash them for doing what makes them happy either. So I would never retweet this video or like share it. You know, there's young girls that are out here looking like, looking at stuff like this. This is not something that should be promoted. If this is something that you want to do in your private life, by all means, do what you do. I just feel like she shouldn't have got on a platform and vocalized that because you could have just wrote it in your diary and kept doing what you're doing behind closed doors. Like, no need to share your private business with the world. Not that kind of
Okay.
business anyway, because that's not going to do anything but influence the younger generation and the current generation to say, well, she doing it. Because you do have monkey see, monkey do people that don't think for themselves. So, they're like, well, she doing it, so I could do it too. And this must be right. When that's not true. Everyone has their own morals and their own values that they need to stand on for themselves. So if that's what her values are set at, let her do that, but don't put that on nobody else.
Okay. And before I ask you the next question, babe, I need you to answer this next question like 100% honestly, because we never talked about this before. But so in the comments of this video, and even when I said this at the start of the live, there were women in this room saying that no, he's speaking facts. They're saying I'm speaking facts. So there was a woman in the comments that was saying that there are a lot of women that like have sexual fantasies like this, but they don't voice it in fear of being bashed and being ostracized. So I want to ask you, have you ever had like any fantasies as far as like it just being you and like multiple men, or have you heard any woman, vocalize things like this before?
I have not had the pleasure to talk to anyone. I'm very private about my intimacy and what that's I just feel like that's something that should not be discussed out in the open. Not that it's like a terrible thing for people that are, but I just feel like leave something for home. Leave something for you and your partner, or just leave something for yourself. Like, everything does not have to be out. So, and I don't mind having. I have a couple homegirls, but like we talk about everything under the sun, but we have never just like sat down and was like, y'all want to talk about this? Like, that to me, that's weird. I'm not going to ask them about their life and what they crave. Now, if they bring it up to me, that's different. I'm not going to bash them or judge them. Like, I'm your friend. I'm here to talk to you if this is what you want to talk about. But as my friends, like, we have so much other stuff to talk about than that. So, no, unfortunately, I have not had anyone voice to me that is what they like or what they want.
Yeah, but they don't act like none of your homegirls, even if they not your homegirls today, don't act like none of them never said like just, man, I was with Ladarius last night and Ladarius really put it down. Like, let's not do that.
I First of all, that's not what you asked me. You said
That's
about
not what I
other
asked you, but you
people.
said you said me and my girlfriends don't really talk about stuff like that.
We
So I'm
don't
saying like
though.
let's
My and this is the thing. I'm in nursing school. My other friends in med school, and my other friends in law school. Like, I don't have time for the group chats and all that. Like, I got real life going on. So like, my legit friends, we don't have time. or like we have other things better to talk about. And that's just me being honest. Like I don't have that group chat like most other women do to where they're texting their friends saying how their night went. So
So what? So who do you be texting when you be taking hours to text me back then?
I haven't gotten a text from you and you don't even follow me
Oh,
back.
okay, okay, all right, all right, all right. You good? All right, well, all right. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Um, what does being sexually liberated mean to you?
Um, According to the definition that your lovely wife gave earlier, um,
Oh my
I think it's
gosh.
just being I think it's just being free and fulfilling your desires how you want to. That does not mean be a hot pocket. You're just tapping into that side that is sexual and you're exploring it to the fullest. But once again, being a thought pocket and being liberated is two different things. And a woman can be liberated without being a hot pocket.
They say a hot pocket is that.
Cause it's
Is
a hot
there?
pocket.
Go ahead.
What you say?
Is there a thin line between uh um hypersexuality and why am I tweaking right now? Is there a thin line between hypersexuality and sexual liberation?
Um, For me, I'm gonna say yes. A lot of people, I mean, yeah, a lot of people were saying no, like it's very clear. But I believe that sometimes, like the whole liberation thing, kind of stems from the hypersexuality in a way because, if something never happened to the person to where they were triggered that way, and it put them on, and they, it caused the hypersexuality, like that I don't even think they would even be thinking about sex that much to want to be liberated. Or
Right.
I just feel like it's a little bit borderline, but there is a clear distinction at the end of the day. But at the same time, it can get a little blurry in my opinion.
No, I 100% agree with you. Like I think that these people that are hypersexual that not in all instances, but I think in a lot of instances that it does lead to the I want to be sexually liberated because I just can't control my urges that much and I am going to kind of use it as a cop out to be say that I'm sexually liberated. So I 100% agree with you on that. Um do you think it's appropriate that women that don't spread themselves thin support these women that are sexually liberated and do spread themselves thin? Do you think that's appropriate or do you think that's detrimental to those women?
Um, like I said earlier with my main statement, people are gonna do what they want to do. Um, you can't save everybody. If that's what that woman wants to do, that's what that woman wants to do. Um, don't judge people. You don't have to support it and encourage it. Like I said, I'm not going to encourage that because there are young ladies and other ladies who don't have a mind of their own. Um, and they will gravitate towards that. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna retweet it. I wouldn't share this or just be like, "Yeah, girl, speak your truth." No, that's not something that I would do. So, I don't think people are wrong for not judging them, but if you're full on like sharing it and posting it for others to see, I think you're adding to the damage as well. If that individual wants to live their life like that, let them. I feel like the video shouldn't have been made, period. Like, girl, do what you do behind closed door. Live your life. But as far as like someone actually supporting and publishing this and republishing this, I think that does damage as well.
Are there any last words that you want to say, babe, before I move on to these other people on anything? Well,
Um,
listen, on anything. Wait, on anything not pertaining to you and myself, though. Anything else? Put that
um,
out there.
no, I just feel like women, if you are going to have your own beliefs and you're going to do what you do, I'm all for it. At the end of the day, like Miss Palm said earlier, you came here alone, you gonna die alone. You gonna be in that casket by yourself. Do what makes you happy. But at the end of the day, don't mess up somebody else's life by putting your values and your standards on somebody else when they didn't even have the option to choose for themselves. Don't expose that. Let people find out. And since we're talking about women, let women find out what it is that they want and that they feel like they want their standards to be for themselves, instead of pushing that on them and putting that on them and throwing that out there. Like, let the young girls still be girls, and it's okay to voice how you feel um to people, but just be mindful that people do pick up on things, and they will carry it with them, and they will say, hey, I got this from you. So, hey, just be careful.
All right. Thank you, Bay. You have a great night. And please don't come on here talking about our personal business anymore, okay? I very
You
much appreciate it. You don't.
don't do that.
Okay,
And
okay, okay. Have a
that
good night. Have a good night.